2016 Executive Committee. This will be my third year as a participant of the Kentucky Youth Assembly. I previously served as a bill author, and this year I look forward to running as a candidate for your 2016 Executive Committee. I always enjoy the chance to meet new people and discussing policy about the state of Kentucky. As I attended KYA for the first time, I immediately had the interest in running for a leadership role within this conference. I'm involved in many leadership roles at Rockcastle County Middle School, such as being an officer for our school's Unite Club and a part of our school's leadership team. By running for Executive Committee, I have decided to expand to a much larger scale. My first platform is to address an issue in many schools across the state of Kentucky: underage drug and alcohol abuse. Middle and high school age students are being introduced to drugs all the time. By having randomized drug tests, students will be arbitrarily selected to complete a drug screen to discourage this behavior. By enacting student drug testing, this will significantly reduce our youth drug addiction rates. Secondly, I would like to establish a community recreation center to allow teens a safe, supportive environment to spend their free time. This will increase interest in productive hobbies, increase physical fitness, decrease drug abuse, and improve overall social well-being. Lastly, I would like to address public smoke-free facilities statewide to foster healthier communities across the Commonwealth. When visiting a restaurant, a retailer, or even a healthcare facility, there are always people outside the entrances smoking, subjecting non-smokers, children, and those with health conditions to secondhand smoke. By creating smoke-free facilities, this will eliminate unnecessary asthma attacks, respiratory issues, and the risk of other health conditions. All my platforms have to do with the future of Kentucky's youth. Randomized student drug testing, community recreation centers, and smoke-free facilities will give Kentucky citizens their first steps to a brighter future. Together we can make a difference in our schools, communities, and across the Commonwealth. Kentucky needs a strong leader to not only address these platforms, but those are important to you all as well. I'm prepared to be that leader as a member of the 2016 Executive Committee. Your vote, your voice. Ashley Brock.
Two big claps for that speech. Next, we will hear from Nick Wimber from Holy Name. Tripp County Wildcats. No middle school Cougars. These Briar Jumpers. Everyone wants their favorite team to win. By coming together to tackle tough issues, we are a winning team. We are the 2016 KYA team. Being on teams has taught me a great deal about leadership. Vince Lombardi, legendary head coach of the Green Bay Packers, stated, "The achievements of an organization are the results of the combined efforts of each individual." As a candidate for executive committee, I challenge each one of us to combine our efforts so that the achievements during the next 3 days will be great. It takes a team to help. Kentucky is one of the worst offenders in America for crimes against animals. Can you imagine someone being cruel to our pets? Our team must help bring an end to this activity. It takes a team to heal. Schools in Kentucky deserve adequate funding for special needs students with autism. Additional funds are needed to hire properly trained teachers' aides to create a safe and productive learning environment for these students. It takes a team to serve. Together, our Y clubs across the Commonwealth identify and meet the needs of the communities. Whether we are collecting toys for tots at Christmas or remembering our soldiers by sending care packages abroad, we need state funding to support these efforts in solving community issues. Finding good players is easy. Getting them to play as a team is another story. We are great players. Together, I will work to make sure KYA 2016 is a winning team. Be a team member. Vote member. We will now hear from Hallie Anna Lindsay from Franklin Simpson.
Good afternoon, KYA officials and delegates. I'm Hallie Anna Lindsay, and I would like to be on your 2016 KYA Executive Committee. I I am a student at Franklin Simpson Middle School in Franklin, Kentucky, and I feel there are several reasons why you should elect me to be on next year's executive committee. These reasons meld with the 3 platforms which I have chosen to embody as I vie for your vote. My election campaign slogan is Vote How Your Pal. P for Play. Play is my first platform. I believe that the state should make it mandatory that every child in our Commonwealth, from pre-K to seniors, should have a mandatory play time of at least 20 minutes of physical activity time every day in school. Where do Kentucky's youth rank on childhood obesity meter? We rank 47th out of 50 states. ADHD. Where does Kentucky rank in childhood diagnosis? 50th place is the best. So we rank number 1 in ADHD diagnosis for children aged 4 to 17. With a little play every day, those numbers can and will change. A little play will put these numbers at bay. A, active involvement for all students at Franklin Simpson Middle School is my second platform. At school, I talked to nearly 800 students about involvement. I asked my fellow students to stand if they are involved in anything besides regular academics of the school day. I was shocked to see that only half of the students stood. I'm a firm believer that you must be involved in something outside of school to become a well-rounded, contributing citizen to this world. In the past 6 years, I've been involved in over 55 activities and events outside of my academics. Due to my involvement outside the school, I feel a part of multiple different groups. Active involvement in our youth will lead to a better tomorrow for our Commonwealth and our world. Loving Others is my last platform. Loving Trees was a community service project that reached multiple avenues and areas of my community's needs. 1,766 individuals, or 21% of Franklin's population, is at or below the poverty level, so there is an ongoing need. My service project was for our entire community. 6 trees were brought in, over 500 items were donated, then the trees were decorated. After the contest was given to Kids Caring, free yard sale, Simpson County Animal Shelter, Room in the Inn, YSC, FFMS Library, and other organizations in Franklin. Love Others. How Your Pal for Executive Committee 2016. Play every day. Active involvement for a better Commonwealth. Love others in your community. Please vote How Your Pal.
It's now time to hear for your two big candidates. 2 big claps for that candidate speech. It is now time to hear from your 4th candidate from Bernat Middle School, Grace Neal.
Someone once said, change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Good evening. My name is Grace, and I want to be part of your 2016 KYA Executive Committee. Kentucky needs to change, and I'm willing to make that happen. By forcing all schools to have activities for the kids without the money, putting calories next to every food option, and changing the smoking age. In order to make a change, lace up your shoes and run on this race with me. Many schools offer activities, all of which involve money to participate in. Shockingly, statistics show 1 in every 4 kids within our Commonwealth live in poverty. 25% of Kentucky students struggle to afford these activities. My solution would be to have Kentucky schools offer at least 1 club for a reasonable price for those children that live in poverty, to give them a chance to run in this race with us. Kentucky is one of the most obese states in our country. The problem is that they order a meal without knowing how many calories the meal contains, leaving us clueless and causing us to gain weight. Calories should be next to every food option to help all Kentuckians be eligible to run the race. Another health issue is smoking. About 90% of smokers begin before the age of 19. We all know what smoking can do to your lungs, which can cause death at a younger age. I propose that all citizens in Kentucky should have to be 21 and over to smoke, which would help them have stronger lungs to run the race. Kentucky has potential. We may only be teenagers, but that doesn't mean we can't make a change. We are the ones that need to make a change. Not only do we need to cross the finish line ourselves, but we need to cross it together. As we run, we may get weary and tired, but we can't give up. We can't quit now. We have a long way to go until the end. Let's hope that to live in poverty, give all Kentuckians the option to be healthier, and reduce the amount of smokers. And remember, help me win this race and vote for Grace.
Two big claps for that candidate speech. We will now hear from St. Margaret Mary, Olivia Henke.
KYA in 4th grade when I went to my brother's KYA meeting. Ever since, I couldn't wait to come to my own conference. I was a bill author in 6th and 7th grade. I loved the whole concept of KYA. It's a big place full of people who are passionate about sharing their ideas for a better state. I love it so much that I want to be your KYA governor, and I hope you'll give me a chance. My campaign has 3 platforms. My first platform is Hunger and Poverty in Kentucky. Here's some trivia. Did you know that as of 2015, Kentucky ranked 47th worst in the nation for poverty? This is alarming, and I want our state to do better. My second platform is bullying. Here's another trivia fact for you. Did you know that 1 in 4 children have reported that they were bullied? And that's just those brave enough to report. This is an issue very near to my heart. I have friends who are bullied, and we are doing something about it. My third platform is the refugee crisis. Here's another trivia fact. Over 1 million Syrians are fleeing their country. That's more than the population of Louisville and Lexington combined. Imagine, in the middle of the night, escaping the war-torn streets to arrive at a refugee camp. At long last, you make it to America with only the money in your pocket and a change of clothes. You're placed in Kentucky, but thankfully, we have great organizations like the Kentucky Refugee Ministries to help. But with the Syrian refugee crisis, more refugees are always coming. Here's my last trivia fact. Did you know that there are 120 counties in our great state of Kentucky? With your help, I'd like to represent each and every one of them. So remember, it's not trivia, vote for Olivia.
Two big claps for that candidate speech. It is now time to hear from our 6th candidate, Stuart Kareemian.
Hi, I'm Stuart Kernahan, an 8th grader from Bowling Green Junior High School. I'm a member of the Civil Air Patrol, or CAP for short. CAP is an organization that does search and rescue missions, volunteer, and emergency service work. I also play percussion and band, violin and strings, and I'm a member of my junior high's beta club, which does volunteer work. First on my platform is making Kentucky right to work. Right to work is the principle that workers cannot be forced to join a union. A union is a group of workers that stand together to get better work conditions, pay, etc. The problem is that the unions begin to become tyrannical. They force workers to join the union, and otherwise you won't get the job. So the problem is, right to work simply stops the workers from being forced to join the union. It doesn't take power away or stop the unions from forming. It just gives workers something that should be an unalienable right. Second thing on my platform is that schools should have one student on the SBDM Council. The SBDM Council is a group of teachers and parents that make decisions about school policy. Many adults making decisions about the school don't know the opinion of the students and how they feel about things. Having a student to speak between the teachers and the students will greatly increase the efficiency of how the school runs. Also, with student input, the school will have a better idea of how to spend its money, which will cut down on wasteful spending. Reading is the most important thing a child can learn. Without being able to read well, a child will have major problems learning in any other subject. Children who cannot read on grade level by 3rd grade are 4 times less likely to graduate by age 19. Because the only real way to get better at reading is to, well, read, I made my service project a book drive. Giving children access to books will help them to become better and more educated students. In summation, I am for bills that will better the living conditions of Kentuckians. I am for workers' rights, for education, and for students. I'm Stuart Kernahan and running for governor, but I'm really running for Kentucky.
Two big claps for that candidate. It is now time to hear from our 7th candidate from Hopkinsville Middle School, Hope Pace.
Hey KY, my name is Hope Pace and I want to be your ace in this race. This is my 3rd year attending KY and I'm so excited to be back and running for your KY governor. I am a member of my school's beta club, 4-H leadership, the president of my Y club. I participate in the HHS volleyball team and participate in my church's youth group. Let me tell you a few ways I can make Kentucky a better place. My first platform involves providing services for the Christian County Special Olympic sports teams in my area. Assisting the Christian County softball team by throwing a party to celebrate their softball season and providing snacks at their bowling party was so rewarding I could hardly think of it as service project. This has given me skills in planning, leadership, and service. My second platform also deals with individuals with disabilities. My younger brother Ben has Down syndrome, and I want to make sure his needs as well as others are met as they become adults. I want these young adults to be given the opportunity to work in the community. Providing funding for these programs to help these disabled high school graduates with job placement would give them a sense of accomplishment, value, and would provide the community with great employees. Finally, by passing a law permitting police officers to collect DNA evidence at time of arrest would expedite crime solution and possibly prevent any future crimes. This would reduce crime rate and keep many people out of danger. Now that you've heard what I stand for, together we can make this Commonwealth one of opportunity and safety. Therefore, I'm asking for your vote to be your next KOA governor. And remember, Hope Pace is the ace in this race.
Two big claps for that candidate speech. It is now time to hear from your 8th candidate, Caleb Wingham.
Hi, I'm Caleb Wiegand. Now I'd like to be your 2016 KOA Governor. I'm very involved back home at school. I'm involved in many sports like cross country, basketball, and soccer. I'm also involved in many clubs, but Y Club is by far my favorite. It takes you places you've never gone before. To be able to have the freedom of speech and your own opinion is something we don't realize how priceless it really is. Some people don't have the privilege of saying what they really believe in. That's why it is our job to fight for what's right. I think I can do that best by enacting my 3 platforms. My first platform is increasing green. Every year, 54,000 trees are cut down in the city of Louisville alone, and most are in the interstate area. We must take action to address this issue and create more opportunities for nature to grow. Another big issue in this area is air pollution. In most areas, 90% of pollution is from cars. Cars pollute the air by letting out large amounts of carbon monoxide into the air, otherwise known as idling. Idling contributes to global warming. This happens not just in Kentucky, but all over the country. We need to reduce car idling to increase air quality. This is a simple fix and is a very effective one as well. My last platform is drug abuse. Many drug addicted people have a history of abuse in their family and continue as a habit. These people need to know more about the effects of drugs and how they affect their jobs, their friends, and their whole lives. These are just a few of the many problems we face in everyday life. We must be the ones to put solutions into action. The great Dr. Seuss once said, "Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not." We have the power, we have the talent, we have the spark. It only takes one voice to start a motion, one voice to start a movement, one voice to make a change. Join your voice with mine and vote me for your 2016 KOA Governor. Thank you.
Two big claps for that candidate speech. It is now time to hear from your 9th candidate, Caitlin Ashby, from Woodland Middle School.
If you don't have a passion for something, you shouldn't be doing it in the first place. Alexander McQueen. If I didn't have a passion for KYA, I wouldn't be here. I love KYA, and I loved coming ever since 6th grade. I want to do more than that. A few months after the last KYA, I thought I wanted to be more than a delegate or a bill author. I want to be governor, and now I'm here talking to all of you. If I get voted governor, I want to have at least one vegetarian entree each day in public schools. A lot of people can't eat the school food because it has meat in it. A lot of my friends go hungry each day because they can't eat what the school provides. I also want to help my community. There's a bunch of leftover food in my school that gets thrown away. If I get voted governor, I'll give the non-perishables to the local food drive for the homeless. If you ever go to a restaurant and get something and don't eat it, it gets thrown away. I think the food should be given to someone who needs it also. I think there should be a basket to put non-perishable food in that shouldn't be eaten for the homeless. They also can't get food. I would like to close your eyes and think about the people you can help if you vote for me. Hoping to change the world with these 3 platforms, I can't do it without you. So remember to stop waiting and vote Caleb.